Remember Mike? He learned a painful lesson about trademarks when another company sued him and forced him to change the brand name of his food truck business. Now he's set on trademarking his new brand, Taco Nection. Mike hasn't done this before, so he's reached out to his network and asked people to share their trademarking experiences. 3 people responded. Pete filed his trademark himself. He filled out a form on the government website, which was much more confusing and time-consuming than he'd expected, and he paid the government fees. Unfortunately, 4 months later, he received a refusal from the trademarks office. Pete had no idea how to respond to it, so he just let his trademark go. The government fees were non-refundable, so Pete ended up wasting time and money, and he didn't even get a trademark to show for it. Brad, on the other hand, didn't want to mess around with the government forms, so he paid $200 for a cheap online trademarking service that helped him file his application. What Brad didn't know was that filing was the only service they offered. They wouldn't be able to help him with office actions, rejections, and refusals. So when his trademark was rejected, just like Pete, Brad didn't know how to respond and ended up losing his trademark. Except Brad also lost the $200 on top of it. Zoe was the only one who actually got her trademark. She used a traditional law firm that took care of everything, but every time they touched her file, she had to pay their hefty hourly fees. When she got an office action, the firm would respond to it, and Zoe had to pay the lawyer's bill for $1,900. A second office action set her back another $2,800. All in all, she did get her trademark, but it cost her over $6,000, not including the government fees. Frustrated with these horror stories, Mike wonders if there is a better way to trademark his brand. After some research, he discovers Trademark Factory. He likes them because they offer a guaranteed result for a guaranteed budget. With Trademark Factory, one simple flat fee covers everything from start to finish, so Mike doesn't have to worry about hourly fees blowing his budget out of proportion. They do a comprehensive trademark search and provide a registrability opinion. The best part is, if Mike's first choice is not trademarkable, he can get a full refund or suggest as many alternatives as it takes to come up with a brand that the trademarks office will not reject. Luckily for Mike, Taco Nection appears to be registrable. With Trademark Factory, Mike doesn't have to pay extra for responses to office actions, even complex ones, submission of specimens of use, or any other legal back and forth. Except for the unavoidable government fees, the flat fee he pays up front covers it all. What makes Mike even more confident about Trademark Factory is that he can get his money back if his trademark doesn't go through. Mike called a dozen law firms and asked them if they could offer a money-back guarantee on their trademarking services, but they just laughed at him. To Mike, who is serious about protecting his brand, Trademark Factory's offer sounds like a complete no-brainer. With all the risks out of the way, he saves time, money, and can enjoy the peace of mind that experts are handling the entire trademarking process for him. Mike is now part of a community of thousands of entrepreneurs who've made the right decision. A year later, Mike has 5 new Taco Nection food trucks in New York, in addition to the ones he had in California. And as a way to celebrate this milestone, he finally gets his long-awaited trademark registration certificate in a custom frame. While he's still upset about the time and money he wasted trying to build his business under the Taco Motive brand, he is happy as ever because he knows he now has a business that nobody can take away from him. Every day he spends promoting it, he's building an asset that will only become more and more valuable. Why are some trademarked brands worth millions and even billions of dollars? Watch the next video to find out.